Something spectacular we got now. Let's get it. Let's get it. Check this out. With the Deontay Wilder situation and that loss and in the aftermath of it, and I was doing a video. I'm gonna break it down for you how having a sports psychologist is amazing for athletes and why more athletes should do it. First of all, it's somebody that can hold you accountable and understand what allows you to get in the zone, what allows you to be at your peak performance. So, of course, you want people around you to have your best interests in mind, and you're dealing with the psyche. I always tell people that boxing is like 90% mental, and your mental strength can overcome a lot of your deficiencies in your physical skills. So, with that being the case, we see Vasyl Lomachenko, you see what he does. He does a lot of mental exercises. And people think it's gimmicky. I don't. It's actually very creative. He does things so he's actually in a situation where he has to solve problems. So in boxing, Lomachenko, everybody knows at 135 he's a much smaller fighter. But he makes up for his ability to adapt and solve problems and have a smart IQ. So that's why, Lomachenko is, one of the best fighters out there. You get what I'm saying? All that mental training that he does, it just puts him in a position to be ready for whatever situation. That's why when he fought Linares, he got dropped. The fight was close. He came back with an injury and stopped him with a body shot. So all those other exercises he does with his father, as far as the drills in the swimming pool and all those different things, are amazing. Then he also has like sports colleges that he talked to. But now, a lot of boxers over here, the only other boxer I think that I've seen was Anthony Joshua. I think he have a team of people around him that's, getting the best out of him and working with the mind and the psyche. Because if you go into a fight like Deontay Wilder, if he goes into a fight where he's drunk off of his right hand, he's in love with his right hand, he feels it can bail him out on everything. But what happens is when that right hand gets taken away from you, what else are you going to have in the thing? It's almost like you crumble. You get what I'm saying? But if you can mentally work through situations for having your sports psychologist there, as well as, doing other things, depending on how, thorough the sports psychologist is, it can only help you better. But the thing about it is, if you don't, a lot of times, just like even with mental health, a lot of people don't want to get help because they're going to be like, people going to call me crazy. They're going to think I'm crazy if I'm having problems with depression and things like that. So it may be looked upon as him being weak, but we all know Russell Wilson, one of the best quarterbacks, highest paid, future Hall of Famer, almost two-time Super Bowl champion, went to the Super Bowl in the second and the third year. We already know about the interception. He gave it to Marshawn Lynch. That would have been 2 chips already, and at the time Brady only had 3. So you see what I'm saying? So he came into the league with a philosophy of doing sports psychology and having people that you can talk to and doing his mental things. And he's not the prototypical size, but he's able to make up for it with intangibles. So if I was Deontay Wilder's manager, I would definitely tell him to link up with a sports psychologist, because he already has a grasp of the power of your mind in a sense, because he's always talking about speak it, believe it, receive it. But I'm going to go live tomorrow. On what, I'm going to go live tomorrow. But, yeah, what's your thoughts on sports psychologists? And do you think it'd be beneficial for not just Anthony Joshua, but a couple other fighters to get them to that next level? And it's obvious some people, they used to doing things their way, and they do it in a way. They probably doing sports psychology and not even really noticing that they're doing it, depending on their team, like Bomac, the Mexican guy, and other guys. So, but for Wilder's situation, because for him to win this fight, he's going to have to face some demons. Fury is not afraid of him, for one. He's not just going to be able to beat him with the right hand. He could possibly land it, but he's going to have to land other shots. He's also going to have to he has to still deal with the embarrassment and the humiliation for his team throwing in the towel. So it's a lot of things psychologically that he must deal with as he prepares for the as he prepares for the rematch in July. Because, I mean, if you don't fix those things, because it's already a challenge with the communication aspect of Mark Breland and Jay Deese and the whole team. And also add that to the fact that it seems from the outside looking in, it appears that a lot of the people around him they could be just afraid of him because he's tall, you know what I'm saying? He's intimidating, so they probably afraid of him. So when you're afraid of somebody, you can't really help them in a sense because you're afraid what they're gonna say. So if it's like, say for instance, if I was his friend and I was scared of him, then I won't tell him the truth because I don't want him to get mad at me or I don't want him to fire me. So that's why having a sports psychologist that can start the process of him breaking all these different things down to him from a mental level, which is going to help him be a better boxer. Because even if he loses to Fury, he still has a future after Fury. I mean, listen, Shane Mosley lost to Vernon Forrest back-to-back. Shane Mosley lost to Winky Wright back-to-back. And he's still done some things after that, the Winky Wright and the Vernon Forrest, as we know. You know, he's still done things after that. It's just to win. Like beat Antonio Margarito. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that he can do, but that's what I would recommend for Deontay Wilder, a sports psychologist that's gonna hold him accountable and get into his psyche and really understand who he is as a man and really get to know him as a person. If not, what's gonna happen is it will still be a situation, like I said, you can have people that care about you, but if they're not speaking the truth, then their value is not as high as a person that's speaking the truth. The truth, like they say, the truth sets you free. That's why I don't even play games with the truth. A lot of people say they want the truth, but they ain't really about the truth, because the truth will break you down and it destroy your ego. But that's the good thing. Because when you're dealing just with your ego, you're not really being the best you anyway. So I just want to get your thoughts on that. Like I said, Something Spectacular Sports, week got now. Make sure y'all subscribe and smash the thumbs up. We out of here. Peace.